The president can't even read it.
APC distanced itself from that report, and so there is no way in this world that you will expect a party that did not believe in that conference to now carry it. And why did Jonathan not implement it before he left?
There was no time.
Why did he? Can you hear?
Yeah, there was no time.
Why did he not implement it?
There was no time. He thought he would win the election, then he would have time to do that.
Because he was busy planning how to rig, and he left.
You see the kind of language you are using?
Yes.
He was planning to win.
He was not planning to win. He was planning to rig so that he could find himself back.
If he wanted to rig, he would have rigged. Don't forget that. If he wanted to rig,
but you do remember that the former president,
graciously,
even before the results were announced,
graciously
called Mr. President now to say congratulations.
He does not matter. Congratulating President Buhari before the results were announced does not make him a hero, as far as I'm concerned.
Let's put that aside.
When he was confronted with a situation where he knew there was no alternative, there was no way out,
Here is President Buhari, who said that if he lost, the dog and the baboon will be folding in blood. This is the president. If he had lost, if Buhari had lost that election, there would have been bloodshed in this country.
He couldn't have lost.
Anybody can lose.
Nigerians want to change.
Anybody can lose the election.
Are we saying that that confab report is out?
As far as the APC is concerned, the president has spoken. The APC will not have anything to do with
the president is going to regret these comments
by unelected representatives of the people.
But are you listening? Are you listening to the people in Nigeria today? Are you listening to the people in Nigeria today?
Yes.
Why do you think you have all these protests in the southeast and you have the same protests in the south south? Why do you have
of the conference?
No. It's because of the ideals of the conference. You know the ideal to decentralize power in Nigeria, to go back to something we had close to. I'm not saying it has to be parliamentary, but close to a situation where the states will have autonomy to a great extent, so that we can have true federalism. As we have now, we do not have true federalism,
hold on.
and it's not going to work.
Hold on, let me bring this. This is another promise that was made by your party. Eradication of state of origin, replacing that with state of residence to ensure Nigerians are Nigerians first, before anything else. He's saying that that's one of the things that that confab report was going to be pushing forward. I want to read something else. States, I'm trying to find, okay, just go, but react to that one. One of the promises you made before the elections, eradication of state of origin to ensure that Nigerians are Nigerians first before
anywhere. Yes.
But that's one of the things that's in that confab report.
It was not the confab report that brought it up. That issue had been in the body policy for years.
Of course it has.
It had been in the body policy, so it was not a new thing.
No, they also supported
it. Does not matter. I said they were people picked to go and get their own share of the loot and do a jamboree that has no consequence for the progress of Nigeria. The president has spoken. APC spoke before they started that we do not believe in it because it was going to be a jamboree and an exercise in futility, and that remains so.
By the way, you are going to see that actually there's nothing called APC as we stand now.
How do you mean?
Because the issues you are talking about now were issues that some of you supported and some of you did not support.
Which issues?
The question of the national confab, the issue of true federalism.
Who supported it on behalf of APC? Name them.
Afenifere Renewal.
Afenifere Renewal is not a division
of you see?
It's not a division of APC.
Officially.
You have called them by their name. Afenifere Renewal Group.
Technically. You are using all sorts of technical issues, just as you said.
You said
technically.
You said Afenifere Renewal Group.
You have eradicated Boko Haram.
Is that the same as APC?
Well,
it's not the same.
Look.
Tell me APC leaders that supported the conference on behalf of APC.
Hold on. But was the national conference, was it a party thing? I thought it was non-partisan.
They didn't support it officially because President Buhari, their candidate for president at the time, was totally against it.
But not because President Buhari was totally against it. The party leadership met and analyzed the proposal. Okay,
but the money that was used for that confab is from the nation's purse.
Yes.
So are you saying that the APC now is willing to throw out the baby and the bathwater?
Look, Nigerians have occasionally criticized the constitution of this federal government. Wait, I'm going there. Because you have introduction. We, Nigeria, the people of Nigeria, blah, 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 pledge this. But that thing was inserted by the military. And that's why Nigerians have been criticizing it, that we, the people of Nigeria, did not pledge into that constitution. So it's a similar thing. If President Jonathan went ahead to waste the country's resources, funding a program that was meant to divert people's attention.
The recommendations in there, are they worth looking at?
True federalism, sir.
You cannot build legality on something that is illegal.
Was that conference illegal?
Of course.
Oh, my.
It didn't represent Nigerians.
Okay, gentlemen.
Did you vote for your representative there? You did not vote. I did not vote. Some people just sat down and picked their cronies.
Okay,
and they put money into their pockets.
Can we have another national confab where the representatives of the people will be part of it?
Can
we address this issue of true federalism?
There is a national assembly comprising elected representatives of the people in the House of Reps and in the national and in the Senate.
All right,
there cannot be two sovereignties. Sovereignty is imposed on the National Assembly. So putting up anything outside that is a waste of time.
In closing.
Well, I think that the media and even the APC should be more concerned about improving the quality of life for the people, solving the problems we have now with the economy, solving the problems of insurgency all over the country, and look inward and see why they are failing in so many areas before talking about the PDP. Okay. Let us take care of our business and we will be ready. You cannot win in 2019 if you continue this way. So continue,
Thank you.
And we will present an alternative for this country come 2019.
Quick one.
Well, what I want to say simply is to let Nigerians know that the PDP is a victim of its own intrigue.
Thank you.
And that is why
they
are unable to provide an effective opposition.
Thank you. Mr. Funsho Ologunde, State Vice Chairman, West APC, Lagos, Nigeria, and Dr. Adetokunbo Pierce, Public Secretary, Lagos, PDP. Thank you for coming on the show, and thank you so much for letting us be a part of your evening. Till we bring you another edition. Bye-bye.